Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the Nothing Happening Party. Happy to see that you're here, about to do nothing, or nothing's happening. I hope you've been starting the nothing happening ahead of my arrival. I suspect you have. Um, can everybody hear me? Hello, Eddie, YouTube. Hello, Cashew. Hello, Ruth. Doesn't get Substack. Me neither. Somebody tell me how to figure that out. We're trying. Hello, Andrew Lenards. What's up, Stephen? Good to see you here. Hey, Fred. Thank you for moderating. Hey, Andrew. Who's coming to Boone? Olivia Lim. Nice. I will see you there. Let's see. Hello, Uber. Bob Daniels. Nice to see you. Malaya. How's it going? Okay. So, if you've never been to Do Nothing Project before, the comments go by kind of fast. I'm always not able to respond to all of them, so apologies. But welcome to our community. And for those regulars, of which I see many, welcome back. We've been doing this for almost 6 years. I'm trying to look at you. I gotta just keep scrolling here. Let's see. What do you need to know about the Do Nothing Project? Well, maybe people in the comments can say the kind of scintillating things that may happen here. Truly, these next 35 minutes will be imprinted in your memory forever as being among the least interesting. So we do this as our meditation, our weekly community hangout. Sometimes Andrew guides it. Thank you, Andrew or Aaron. Actually, I think because I'm going to be in North Carolina, I know Andrew did it last week, last minute thing. Thank you. I was trying to get back on the ferry. And next week I'm going to be I might be able to do it next week, actually, because it'll be on a Friday. It depends. I might be on an airplane coming home, but given the whole fucked up, excuse me, French governmental shutdown situation in the U.S., I kind of half expecting if not my flights to North Carolina, but definitely my flights back from Charlotte to Denver to Vancouver will probably get all screwed up somehow. So I might just be in a hotel somewhere. So we'll be able to do it next week. But Andrew's awesome. In case I can't. Although Andrew's going to be screwed too because he's coming with me, right, buddy? So we'll figure it out. But anyway, great to see everyone. Right now, I am in British Columbia, so I'm just outside of Vancouver. That's where we're hanging out. My partner and I and our two little boys. So, what's the Do Nothing Project about? Well, it's chance to connect a community and also to drop into this bizarre thing called a meditation practice, of which there are many possible variations and flavors. For the Do Nothing community, I'm always, just trying to encourage people to trust their own instincts. If you have a go-to practice or something you feel like exploring, and also just depending on what's coming up in the day, you may kind of spontaneously choose or deliberately choose a slightly different technique. For example, if I got a lot of busy brain going on, I often try to work with something that's more absorbing and settling. If I'm tired, I might do something more energizing. If I'm feeling like cosmically curious, I might do some kind of insight practice. But honestly, here the focus is almost always sort of on surrender and highly minimal kind of practice. So I'll guide something in that vein. There's sometimes a flavor emerges spontaneously. I've had a great day today, so I'm in a really good mood. It's one of those things where the weekend the kids were in a great mood, partner was in a great mood, different friends that I saw were in great moods. It just had this good feeling, despite whatever else may be going on in the world. In this little corner of reality, for 2 days, there's been good times. So maybe I'll do something. Well, it'll be flavored with that. But anyway, why do nothing? Why? Well, I meditate. So many possible answers to why that might be. So many different intentions we can have. For myself, the way I conceive of it mostly is I meditate to become a better listener, I would say. And I just mean I mean more of a better listener to life, that I can actually uh, detect what it is that life is showing me. So, um, and normally I don't notice it because I'm filled with my own preoccupations. But when I get settled in practice and quiet, I find there's so much more space for connection and interesting things to happen. So that's one way to think of it. So thank you everyone for joining me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for supporting my meditation practice because I probably wouldn't be able to do it otherwise. Um, and I see people are saying things in the comments, and I hope that's all great what's being said and supportive. Susie says better resilience, tolerance, pausing. That's why she does it. Hey, Dreamer76, good to see you. So anyway, let's guide to practice. It's we've been doing this for 6 minutes and 25 seconds. I'll do 25 minutes, and then we'll come back on and check in with each other. Thanks again. This is our bell. Mhm. All right, so pardon me. I like starting with a few slow, deliberate breaths. It's like the shifting into this slightly different state. Actually, I was talking to a neuroscience friend of mine today who's visiting, and his research is showing that as we move into meditation, we actually we activate a lot of the same restorative processes that we activate in sleep, but we're awake. In particular, he was talking about these um, the lymph system. So this idea of the kind of one way of thinking about it is sort of energetic system in the body that allows the cells and everything to happen more smoothly and fluently. That there's a kind of expansion of uh, of flow through that system. So in line with that kind of intellectual idea, let's let our bodies get really kind of open and settled here. So anywhere there would normally be a contraction or a tension or a tightening, can we sort of smooth that out? With the idea being that the energy, the blood, the fluids, whatever wants to whatever's happening in our body, all the different aspects of us, it can all sort of move more fluidly, more. There's less bottlenecks, more space. So I find that I kind of do a deliberate, even from the beginning of like smoothing out your forehead and softening your jaw and feeling the breath in your belly. Noticing maybe for the first time that you may not have had a deep breath all day. Deep breath. As you breathe out, kind of beginning to activate that more restful mode. Smoothing out the front of the body too. Sometimes we're still holding on to some kind of bracing, trying to block out, sounds in your environment, or maybe there's already too much chit chat and the guidance, and there's a kind of, I don't want to hear anymore. That's fine. You just let it wash through you and the sound that is, but just let go of any kind of blocking. And same internally. Whatever subtle feeling, mood is here, let it be here. Whatever sensations are coming to visit, whatever familiar tensions or new bits of sensation that get temporarily illuminated by attention are all in just the right place. Perfect timing. And that's what we want, actually. We want everything to be moving, tension moving, breaths moving, sensations, sounds are moving, sometimes very slowly. And we're not going to create any resistance to the natural movement of things. So, with that kind of orientation in mind, then where does attention want to go? It might just be sitting in a very open, generous way with no agenda, or it might kind of begin to ride the back of a sensation or a home base, noticing, just locking attention into, say, the breath or tingles or whatever it is. Just what happens if you kind of let that be easy, not making a big deal out of where your attention settles. What groove does it want to smooth into? And the cue I kind of like here is can you kind of get out of the way of the signal, any sound or sensation, let it be as full as possible. It's almost there's a kind of describe it almost like a resting back of who we are, so we're not interfering with anything happening in the world, and that includes the happening of our own bodies. We let it, all those sounds and sensations, sort of very slowly move. It's like the world is kind of pouring molasses like through our awareness in the form of body sensations and sounds and thoughts, images. I'm just going to let it happen while staying kind of centered and poised and awake. So a trick I use sometimes to tune in a kind of extra fresh way to sound or sensation is I kind of reverse the order in a way. It's like I try to listen to sensation and feel sound. Something about that can boost the signal on the subtler aspects of what's bubbling through experience. And if you got a lot of thoughts and there, a lot of busyness in there, you can, instead of listening to the thoughts, you can kind of try to feel the tone of them or the vibratory quality. of any intensity or rigidity or restlessness, anything started to come into the practice. And just notice that and see what happens if you kind of back off a bit and let it just unspool. I'm trying to get rid of any of it, but not fixating on it anymore. Leaning back, letting it be part of that movement. Nice. So in the last a few minutes here, of course, you can just kind of ride it out, coasting on, whatever feelings may be there, the kind of momentum of the practice. And it's also a nice time to kind of recoalesce and decide how you want to come back. What At first we loosen the structure and then we kind of rebuild as we come back. So what qualities do you want to reinforce as you come back into not just this evening, but life more generally? Maybe it's compassion, gratitude, friendliness, resilience, patience. What will serve your, you know, family, friends, community, world. And then, kind of imagine that quality welling up inside you, or you're imbued with it. And if you want to do a little spell here, you can imagine spelling out that quality in your mind's eye. And when you get finished and get to the end of that word, it locks in directionally, and then you let it go. Thank you for your practice. Just kind of a little all over in that one. I had a really good time. Kind of just went into the meditation. Thank you, meditation. Thank you, doing nothing. Thanks, Jeff McPee. Thanks, friends. Yeah, 25 already. It did go fast, didn't it? You're welcome, Malaya. Hi, Mitch, you're welcome. Beth. Nice. Hey, Sheila, yeah. No, I just made that up. That's spelling the word, but I like the idea that, like, because you get loose, you relax, you kind of sensitize to the world. You could say you kind of synchronize, and it's not about you; it's about getting out of the way. So you could be with the world, but there is a you, or there's something here. So how do you want to bring it back? And that idea of intentionality and creativity and how I want to show up, like that's very powerful. And I think you can kind of create an intention around that and just let it go. And it can, I really believe it can kind of help with that. They're not in here, baby. I don't know where they are. They're not in here. I'm still doing my thing. They drew all over the wall that you play, right? Well, you know what my word was? Patience. That's how I'm going to come back in. I'm doing. I'll come down. You're still going? Yeah, I'm still going. I'll come down in a second. Yes, life, domestic life. My kids just drew all over the walls with their markers. I'm glad you feel part of something, Rondi. Nice. Brooks thing is there. Andrew's going to be with me. A bunch of you are going to be. Steven's going to be here. A bunch of you are coming, right? To Boone. It'd be great. Nice. Oh, Douglas, I'll miss you. I gotta go. All right, everybody. See you this week and maybe next Sunday. Otherwise, the week after. Have a great week. Appreciate you.